Jimmy. And smoke on loud. I got perfect attendance.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about what I think about, not what I think, why I think many relationships fail. I hope you guys tune in. Like I said, this is basically my opinion. You take from this video what you will, and what you don't want, just send it to somebody else. I hope you guys also hit the notification bell on your way in, because if you didn't, that's rude, because you just don't walk in somebody's house and you don't knock or don't hit the bell or nothing. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that good stuff in that order. You subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, watch the video, and comment and share. Do all of that good stuff, and then we could be the best of friends. But if you're watching this video and you haven't did any of that, why not? But anyways, let's get straight into this video, because I have a lot of opinions, and yeah, not enough time. I'm trying to bust out 2 videos for you guys. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing I feel like majority of these relationship fails from the beginning is trust issues. And I'm not saying trust issues from your partner. It could be trust issues from your past. And that makes you have trust issues in your future and your present, all of that stuff. I can't say that when I'm in a relationship, when I first get into a relationship with somebody, I can't say that I trust them, because that's not true. I don't trust people right off the bat. Anybody that know me know that it's hard for me to trust people right off the bat. So yeah, another thing I feel like is a big one, and I did a video talking about it, is different expectations. Like, make sure you go watch that video. Like, you holding your partner up to unrealistic expectations, unrealistic standards. Saying that when you get in a relationship with somebody, you expect for them to like treat you right. You expect for them to have a job. You expect for everybody you get in a relationship to have it together. But do you have it together? So I think that is like another one. Another one I have to say was like different priorities, because you do have game heads, but then at the same time, do these game heads work? Do they get their job done before they start pleasure? Pleasure is basically gaming, just sitting around not doing nothing. That's, you guys have different priorities. Like, for instance, you probably have a game head who really don't like to work, who that's where you met him, so you expect for him to change, and he never going to change. But then you the type of person that like to work, pay bills, and then do all the fun stuff later if you have the funds left over. A gamer likes to have fun first and think about all the adulting stuff later. So, and I feel like there's a lot of relationships nowadays where they want to do the fun stuff first and do the adulting stuff later. And that's just not how this world works. Another thing I feel like people get construed about is moving through life at different times or different speeds. I could contest to that, because I feel like if the person I'm with, or the potential person that I want to be in my life, if they're not working like I'm working, if they don't have goals like I have goals, it don't have to be similar goals. Hell, just have a goal and try to work your way towards it. If I feel like they are not motivated enough to like get up, do something, start a business, do something, invest in yourself some type of way, then we don't, I can't, how's it gonna work? I'm trying to make extra businesses for myself. I'm trying to build a cushion for myself where I can fall back on if things don't go work with the workforce and all of that stuff. And if you're not trying to do that, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. So yeah. Like I said, also compatibility issues, like, are we compatible? And I'm gonna have a video coming out on that, I think so, very soon. But basically, I don't think we're compatible. We don't like the same things. We don't eat the same things, and even though this is not one of the most important things, because I feel like two different people can make things work. But if you are too different, like, too different to the fact that you really don't like what the other person doing, then you always gonna bump heads. And another thing that I think is a big one is communication skills. But the thing about communication skills, it works different. When I say communicate, it actually means like no secrets at all. We're gonna talk about everything. And I feel like majority of the people who say, "Oh, my relationship is cool, but we just have like a little few kinks to work out. We still sort of kind of hold secrets towards each other." That's not communication, darling. You have to understand that when you communicate with somebody, it's like you getting your point across. They getting their point across. That's healthy communication. And some of us don't do that, but we learn and we live, and we just need to work on our communication. Um, Another thing I feel like a lot of us deal with is narcissism. Narcissism is basically on simple terms, they basically think about themselves. That's the most important person in the world, and and it don't work like that. And sometimes when you with someone like that, and we normally call them conceited, but I don't feel like a fully conceited person cares anything about the partner they with. But also I feel like you can be conceited and not being selfish. Because I done been with somebody who is very conceited. They stay in the mirror more than I do. But I'm not gonna say that's the reason why we didn't work. So I feel like if you could deal with someone who thinks they are on top of the world, their self-esteem is like through the roof, that's okay. But if they are a jerk with their self-esteem through the roof and they don't treat you like you're supposed to be treated, then that's probably the reason why you broke up. um, Another thing I want to bring to you guys' attention that I feel like we break up on, and we really don't mention it a lot because you really don't notice it, is relational abuse, like repeated mistreatment for anybody. They thinking about nobody but themselves, um, and they are either physically, mentally, emotionally, um, sexually. They are the worst, and you just don't know because you think it's normal. Some people are in the relationship when they was younger, they was treated like trash. But when they get into a relationship, they looking like this is normal for me. But people on the outside looking in don't understand why you think it's normal, because sometimes people on the outside really don't know, like, okay, maybe she's been through this, or maybe she just haven't, she don't know the difference between good relation and bad relation. Um and I am gonna have a like 10 videos on different kinds of abuse, so be on the lookout for that. Another thing I feel like is a big one that happens in relationships that really aren't talked about, or they are really not a big deal, because you really don't have many relationships that break up over life habit abuse, meaning gambling, drinking, drugs, sex, all of that stuff. You really don't have too many relationships that breaks up over that, but it is enough to where I think that's why majority of the relationships fail. I hate to say this, but basically, um, you will hear about life habit abuse normally from Caucasian people. Um, and I'm not saying that to be funny, but it's the truth. Um, and cause you'll never hear someone talking about they got a gambling issue, especially in African American society. You'll never hear them say, "I have a gambling issue." Now you might see somebody who shoot dice once in a while, and then they don't think it's an issue, because to them it's not. To a black family, that's what we do. So, but in a white family, they go gambling. They spending $5,000 to $10,000 just to gamble, and they don't know it because they so into the games to the fact that, okay, it's cool, but I need more money to spend because I'm not winning what I want to win. Another thing I feel like we are breaking up over is growing apart and being bored with your partner. Um, I have done this before, but I still force myself to stay. Um, because we stopped going out. It was no quality time, and I feel like that's another one that breaks us up, is lack of time. You don't have time to spend with each other. When you do have time, you still trying to work, or you still trying to spend time with friends instead of just you and your partner, you and whoever you was blessed with to be in a relationship with. So you just grow apart. Each of you get bored, and then that's when one of you want to step out. Um, Another thing is egos. I think egos is another big one. Um, or egos and pride is another big one, because when we do something wrong, we never want to own up to our responsibility and say, "I did it." That's another one where I think is a big one too. We never want to say, "I did nothing." You never want to say, "I apologize," or none of that stuff. Um, so yeah, I think those run together. Money, time, lack of time. You got big egos, and plus, yeah, you just bored of them. They just not doing it for you anymore. Um, Another thing I want to bring to you guys' attention that I feel like is a big one is anger issues, and I'm not talking about just miniature anger issues. I'm talking about major, extreme anger issues. Something that can always turn into physical abuse. Um, and we just don't think about it. I I am not the person. I am not the type to actually hit another person that I'm in a relationship with. But best to believe, if you throw a punch at me, I'm going for blood. That's just the way I am. I don't believe in physical abuse. I don't believe in mental abuse. I don't believe in any type of abuse. But if you cause abuse on me, mine's gonna be 10 times worse. And people don't take me serious because I'm the quiet type. But the quiet type is the worst people you ever want to mess with, especially when, um, especially when they in their own zone to where they don't mess with nobody, they don't talk to a bunch of people, and or none of that. If you are my friend, and you know me personally, you know that I don't hang around a lot of people. And that's on purpose, because to me, I'm not the person who likes to start drama. I'm not the person who likes to put myself into a situation where there will be a lot of drama. The people that I'm hanging with now are people I grew up with, meaning me and these people grew up when we was like real babies, or I met them when I first got out of elementary school. So these are the type of people I hang with. I hang with people who I could trust, and yeah, that's it. I just hang with people I know. So um and it's like, okay, so when I get in a relationship with someone, is that if they can't trust, if they can't, if my people can't, um, be with, be around them without having any drama towards them, then I have to reevaluate the people I hang with, and plus the person I'm in a relationship with, because I feel like, um, if they start clashing all the time, that means I'm bringing a lot of drama towards me. And I don't need drama. I am not the best person to deal with drama. Another big one I think we always deal with is different values. Um, Somebody values something that's important to them more than the other person. Um, for instance, someone can have values of family, friends, um, goals, all of that stuff handled. And then the other person just want to play games, really don't have a lack of motivation. You just don't believe in the same thing. You don't have Christian beliefs in the same thing. You just value different things at different at different standards and all of that stuff. A lot of relationships, believe it or not, they break up because of different values. Another thing I want to tell you guys about is on and off again. That is like the ultimate. I hate that. Okay, I understand. I understand it don't work out the first time, and you communicate and tell that person what they did wrong. You tell that person why you're not working out. You tell that person what you need from them. Okay, you break up, or you be on a break. Okay, then that means during that break, you guys are working on yourselves and not working on getting to know other people. So when you do come back together, it won't be another break off situation. That on and off again type stuff, I'm not with it. Cause we break up more than one time, or we gonna stay broken up, okay? Because I'm not gonna lie, I used to be in a relationship where it was an on and off situation. We broke up, girl, 3, 4 times and got right back together. But then it started to be repetitive. We started breaking up over the same issue. So it's like, okay, either I'm gonna keep dealing with this, or I'm just gonna break it off and be done for good. And that's what I did. I broke it off. Uh, I'm not gonna say it's easy to like break it off, because if you still love that person dearly, and if y'all actually did it right, like y'all was actually best friends before the whole relationship, then it's kind of hard to just say I'm done. But then again, it's like when you do say you done, or you really done, or you just want to be done at that minute because you are mad at that person. That's some things you have to look at. Another thing I think is like a big it's like a big let's end this relationship, is withdrawing during the relationship. And I can admit I do this a lot. Um Especially when I feel like I'm the only one that's working. Um and I'm not saying like financially. I'm saying like if I'm the only one trying to work to make this whole relationship thing work. But then when I bring my, okay, listen. Let's say the person, okay, you have an issue with this person, but it's like you never want to talk about it. But then the person know that you're not really up to talking about it because you don't know how they'll react. Then one day they tell you, I noticed that sometimes you have issues, but you really just don't want to talk about it, or you shut down per se, basically withdrawing yourself from the relationship, then I really want to know what's bothering you. So you take that what they said in consideration, and then you notice that this person always does something you don't like, and then when you speak on it, it's like the person is not ready for what you have to say, or they don't know what to say, so they start out with some bullshit that you really don't want to hear, or they can't handle what you say, and then it's like they just get mad at you for telling them how you feel because that's something they wanted you to do. Then people just don't know you're going to shut down again. You're going to withdraw yourself from the relationship full time, to where you don't give a fuck if this person leave you or stay with you, because at this point you're going to withdraw yourself and just work on yourself. But then this also can make you look in the mirror like, bro, am I fucked up? What did I do to deserve this person? And you know what? I ask myself like that. I don't know. I've been asking myself that for a long time. Every time I'm with someone that's like say some fucked up shit to me, or someone that has been holding secrets, or someone who my intuition is like egging me. It's like, I don't know, but it's like I look in the mirror and say, bro, what the fuck did I do to like deserve this type of treatment? What can I change to make me a better person, to make them want to stay with me? But then I woke up and I'm like, fuck that shit. I didn't do nothing. They did it. So I don't know. I don't know. And then another big one is, and I feel like this is like with younger people, or with people that feel like they are getting up in age, so they really don't want to start over. And this is like afraid of being alone. And I really don't think I done got to this point yet, because I feel like if you are not worth my time, because I know my worth, and I'm going to do a video on it right after this one, but I know my worth. So I'm not finna force myself to stay with you, because I feel like if I break up with you or if I leave you, I'm just going to be alone for the rest of my life. I haven't got to that point yet. And I pray to God I never get to that point, because I don't want to be stuck into a situation where I'm not even happy. All these days we together, I'm not happy. But I really don't want to break up, because I don't want to be alone. And I promise to God I never get to that point, because I don't want to stick myself in a situation, or leave myself in a situation where I don't want to break up with you because I don't have anyone else, or like that's just stupid, because you always got yourself, so you're not really alone. While you are alone or you're single, you can work on yourself. You can build yourself. And that's just the way I look at stuff. Another big one which I hate is when people compare their relationship to somebody else. I hate that to a passion. I also hate when people compare me to their exes. I also hate when people compare me to other people that's in the family. Do not do that. I hate that bull crap with the utmost respect. I hate that shit. Don't compare my relationship to anybody else's relationship, because our relationship are not the same. So stop comparing it. And at this point, if you compare your relationship so much, your partner gonna get tired of it, because they gonna think, well, shit, am I enough? Like, do she want me to be like this dude, or do she want to really be with this dude? Like, stop doing it, because you pushing your partner away. I promise you that. Another thing is, a person really just don't want to compromise with you. They refuse to compromise to this day. You can't marry someone who will not compromise. You just can't do it, because you will always be bumping heads. It's like this. Every time you want to do something, every time you want to compromise with that person, every time you want to make everything right, it's always going to be like this, because they're not really helping you. So it's like, okay, We can't compromise. We can't talk about the situation. We can't make the situation better. So why are we together? That's what it's gonna lead up to. Another thing I feel like one of my problems is I really don't like expressing my emotions like that. But I feel like I done got better. When I say express your emotions, you just wait and you expect for people to watch your body language. I used to be like that a lot, but now I feel like I done got better. But then it's like I run up on people, or I get in relationships with people who don't like to express themselves. So I kind of feel like I know how the person I was with and I didn't express myself. I know how they feel now because I done been in a relationship where she just didn't they she just didn't express herself. And it's not nothing I did. She just wouldn't do it. Like, I don't know why, but she just can't express herself. Like, she didn't want people to know, like, what was going on. So I'm like, okay, it's time for me to, like, just break up with her. Another thing, like I said earlier, I feel like we have full of secrets. We keep secrets from each other. I'm the type of person, if I'm in a relationship with you, and you want me to be honest with you and tell you everything, you have to do the same thing in return. If I feel like and I find out you holding something from me, I feel like I'm gonna lose some respect for you. And everything you say after that, I'm gonna question it. I feel like I'm in that situation now to where everything somebody say to me, I question it because you held a secret from me. So it's like, okay, next time you say, I'm gonna question it. But I don't know. I'm also at the point to where if you tell me a secret you've been holding from me, I'm gonna have like 1,000,001 follow-up questions, and I feel like if you get annoyed about me answering questions and I'm not getting the answers, a full answer and an answer that makes sense, then I don't know. I just don't. I just can't trust you. Or I start questioning everything you say. And that goes along taking responsibility and blame for shit you do. A lot of people don't like to do that. Like I said earlier, people do not like taking blames for nothing they do. They could get the last piece of candy. They not gonna say they got it because why? Because at the beginning of the relationship, you never told them. You never had you never forced them to like held them accountable. That's the word I'm looking for. You never held them accountable for what they did. So now it's like you probably don't grew up to the fact that you want them to take accountability for what they did. And people just not gonna do that. Another big one is like me, is lack of respect. If I can't respect you, I'm not gonna be with you. That's just a point blank period. So yeah, that's the way I feel about that. Like, I am big on loyalty and respect and honesty and trustworthy. I am big on, especially loyalty and respect. I am big on them. That's the reason why my biggest pet peeves are you cheating and lying to me. But if I can respect you, you are forever in my books. But if you do something and I can't respect you, I won't be with you. And now I feel like I'm at war with the whole battling to trust people and then battling to respect people. It's like I'm at war with myself over that. Another big one that I think kind of people really don't talk about it is you have big life events that come in and shake the bond. Like, you can have someone who is the glue of the family pass away, and then you just start turning your back on your partner. Or you could have your child passed away, and then it's like you blame your partner because of the reason why the child passed. So it's like you always bumping heads, you always blaming them. So, and it's like you pushing them further apart. So that's the reason why this relationship is going to fail. Another big one which I hate is an ungrateful person. Like I took time, I took time out of my busy schedule to buy you a gift or to spend time with you or anything like that, to take you away for the weekend or something special, something I know you will like, and you just have like, oh, thank you, and you have this fake smile on your face, like, bruh, and then I'm gonna start feeling like, am I forcing it? So a person that can't be grateful, it's like, bruh, we shouldn't even be together right now because you're ungrateful. You don't appreciate nothing I do for you. And then when I don't do nothing for you, you get in your feelings and we have arguments. So, like, I can't make you happy, so why are we together? Type deal. Also, another one is always looking for validation. If you with me and you want validation, I can't give it to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can't be together because I just don't see how, if you always looking for approval from somebody else, I'm not the one, because I just can't make sure you get my approval every day. And it's like it's a recurring thing. It always had to happen. I can't do that every day. I'm sorry. I don't mind about telling you beautiful every day. I love you every day. I ain't got a problem with that. But if I got to do it and it feel like I'm forced to do it every day, I can't do that, because that's changing me. And that's another one. You always want to change your partner. Like, you can't change someone that don't want to be changed. You knew who they was before you got with them. So stop trying to force people to be somebody who you want them to be. You should have stayed single a little longer, and you would have found that person who who you really wanted to be with, or who you trying to change your partner for. Another big one I feel like we fail at, and it goes along with communication. We don't listen. Like, if you're not listening to me and I'm not listening to you, and we always arguing, but if we just take time to listen, then we won't argue so much. And yeah, that's a big one. Another one I feel like is on a marriage standpoint, we got married too soon. Um, and some people, like I said, they compare their relationship where they should be in their relationship, and then, like, if they see someone who's already married, then it's like they forcing their significant other to get married, and you know, good and doggone well, y'all not ready. But you look over the fact that y'all not ready because the people or the couple you comparing your relationship to is already married, already working on kids. You don't know what them people had to go through to get to where they are. But you skipped all the work and went straight to getting married because that's something you seen. Like, you can't do that. You can't skip steps when it comes to making a relationship work. If you want to marry that person, you have to work. You have to put in work. You have to put in some years so you can get to know each other. Another thing is the no sex thing. Or you only bond off of sex. You only get along when you having sex. Or sometimes you can just, the sex is the high point in your relationship. But if you go out and eat, or you go spend time with each other, you really don't get the same satisfaction from them if you guys were just having sex. So yeah, sex is like, at this point, we just basically friends with benefits type deal. Then that's not a relationship. That's just friends with benefits. You just in it for the benefits. That's it. Now, if it get to the point where you guys ain't having sex at all, bro, something ain't right. Like, okay, we not having sex at all. You hadn't touched me in months, damn near a year. That you cheating on me, you got to be, because okay, like I'm not understanding unless you have it, like, or if you at some point to where you know for a fact that you with somebody who you want to be with, and if y'all just not getting along, or y'all just not or even though the sexual attraction is still there, but you guys are not having it because you've been on bad terms, I understand it. But you just not having it at all, woo, I don't know how you do it. I'm gonna be questioning or something. Unless y'all in a long distance relationship, that's understandable. But if it's not happening at all, it's like, bro, why are we together? And at that point, another big one, like I said, is cheating. Oh, you cheating with somebody. And then if I find out who she is, you and her gonna get good. Okay? But anyways, that's the end of that video. It was longer than I expected. And sorry I had to pause the video so many times because I think I'm getting sick. I have to sneeze a bunch lately, or my nose has stopped up lately. But I think I'm gonna start taking Benadryl so I can just like get all that out, and I even got tissue. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this long time we spent together. I'm gonna have to edit this video. I'm gonna have to edit this video good, because it says I've been talking to you guys for an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm gonna edit this video good to where I'm not gonna upload another hour video. I refuse to. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Go out and enjoy your life. Go out and be productive. Idle minds, if you stay productive, you won't have to worry about an idle mind. You won't have to worry about going to play on the devil's playground. But anyways, I'm going to end this video. Make sure you guys subscribe before you leave. If you didn't do it before you step foot in my house, do it before you leave, okay? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.